So what's up guys, welcome to the Amazon clones part 3 stream. Are you all guys ready? Yes. Alright guys, so what we're going to build in this stream is that we will be adding the subtotal functionality in our checkout page, And then the last thing is going to be, we will be working with the Stripe checkout page. Yes guys, we'll be having the Stripe checkout method in this Amazon clone tutorial video. And if you need to see how to add different payment methods like PayPal or any other, just comment down below. I have created a separate video on how to add PayPal checkout method. The link will be provided in the description below. But if you need me to add the PayPal checkout functionality in this Amazon clone, just comment down below. I will create a video on it. It's going to be a separate video. It's not going to be a live stream, but it will be a separate video on how to add the PayPal checkout method in Amazon clone. That's going to be really great. Alright guys, so let's start working with our today's project. That is going to be the subtotal functionality and the Stripe checkout method. The first thing that we're going to work is going to be with subtotal functionality. So the first thing I'm going to do over here is that let me open my Google Chrome over here and let's see till which we have completed. So we have done add to basket, remove from basket, increment your basket number functionality, and login and registration functionality. Yes guys, yeah. So let's start working with subtotal functionality. So if till now you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Great. So without wasting the time, let's jump into the stream or video. Great. So now I'm just gonna open my VS Code editor over here, and I have collapsed all of my folders yet. So let me open my source folder, and now we will be working with reducer.js file, subtotal.js file that we are gonna create, and then we are gonna render our subtotal.js file in our checkout page. So the first thing that you need to do over here is that you need to open your reducer.js file. After you have opened your reducer.js file, before this reducer method, you need to create a variable that will be exported by default. So let me export a variable that will be named as get basket total. Great. And it's going to take a parameter in it that is going to be basket. And now what I'm going to do over here is that I'm just going to select my basket, use the chaining operator, dot, then I will be using this reduce method over here, which is going to take a callback function in it, which is going to be having a parameter of amount, and the second parameter is going to be the item. And then I'm going to select my item price and add it with my whole amount of product's price that is added in my checkout page, comma 0. Great. So that's it for our reducer.js file. Now even let me open my checkout page. So that will be created in the screens folder. I'm having this checkout.js file. I'm just going to open this checkout.js file, but we are not going to work with it now. Now after setting up your reducer.js file for getting the total amount of your product which is there inside your checkout page, so after that you need to come to your components folder, create a new file, name it as subtotal.js. That's it. Let me just adjust my microphone. It's great. All right. So in my subtotal.js file, we are just going to be writing this rfce command to get the React functional export component over here. After doing that, we are going to be adding the CSS file for our subtotal.js. So let me import my CSS file from my CSS folder. We are having the same named subtotal.css. Now the file is not yet created, so we are going to get a big fat error. So for creating this file, I will be coming to this components CSS folder, right click, create a new file and name it as subtotal.css. Great. After doing that, after importing your CSS file, nothing you need to do now. We are not gonna be working with something else, but now we're just gonna style our subtotal page. a component that will be rendering in our checkout page at the right hand side of our ad. So inside this return, what I'm going to do over here is that I'm gonna remove this div and create a new div from scratch. So let me create a div which is going to be having a class name of subtotal. In this div, we are going to be having a currency format. That is going to be the package that we are going to be installing. So for installing that package, we need to come to the official npm.js website. So let me just open my Google Chrome over here, and now you need to search for the npmjs.com website, which is going to be this. That's the website in which I'm searching for all of my packages that I need to install in my React project. The link will be provided in the description below. Just click and directly install the package. So search for npmjs.com. Let me go again with npmjs.com. After opening it, just search for the package that you need. So I need the package that is going to be the React currency format. And as you can see, React component to format the currency in an input or as a text. This is going to be the package that we'll be installing in our React project. Just select it, and here's the installation command. What you need to do over here is that you need to just click on it, open your terminal window. So for in Mac, I'm using the item, so I'm just gonna open my terminal window and just paste this command in it. The root directory of your Amazon clone project, and then just press enter. Now what it's going to do over here is that it's going to install the React currency format package in your Amazon clones React project. Great. Then we will be able to use this package in our project to get the total amount in our currency format. Great. So as you can see, after this package is installed, just come back to the VS Code editor, and now we are going to be importing it. So let me import currency format from React currency format. Great, that's amazing. So now we will be able to use this currency format in our project. So inside this subtotal div, I will be using my currency format. Great, and it's going to be rendering a text. In this currency format, I'm going to render a text which is going to take a value as a parameter in it, and then I'm going to return a React fragment. In this React fragment, I will be having a paragraph tag in which I would like to display the subtotal. Great. And then I'm going to be having this parenthesis in which I will be using these curly braces, and I'm going to select my basket's length. Subtotal of these many items which is added into our basket. After that, I'm going to be having a strong tag in which I would like to display the value of the price. Great. And after my paragraph tag ends, I will be having a small tag which is going to be having a class name of subtotal underscore left. In this small tag, I will be having an input which is going to be having a type of checkbox. After this input, I would like to display a text that is going to be this order contains a gift. Simple. Let me just save it now. So now, if you're not understanding what I'm doing over here now, don't worry about it at all. After finishing our subtotal checkout functionality, I will re-explain you in full depth. Don't worry about it at all, but just see what I'm doing. Just remember that and try it yourself. And If your code is working fine, that means you're going in a good track. But if you're not understanding what is happening with this code, don't worry, every single line of code will be explained to you in detail. Great. So now what we are going to do over here is that we are rendering this currency format. Now we are just going to come to our checkout.js file, and then we are going to render this subtotal component in our checkout page. So the first thing that we are going to do in our checkout.js is going to be, we are going to import it. So let me import my subtotal component. Great. So now where we need to render this in our checkout.js, just scroll down. After this two div ends over here, just create a div, add it a class name that is going to be checkout right. In this div only, I'm going to render my subtotal component that will be displayed in our checkout page. So let me just save it. That's it for our checkout.js file and reducer.js file. We are all set. Now we're just gonna work with the subtotal.js file. But before working with it, let's see whether our subtotal component is being rendered in our checkout page or not. So let's open our Google Chrome. Let me open my React app. And as you can see, I'm getting an error over here in our subtotal.js that is saying this basket is not defined in line number 22. So let's see why this error is being occurred. So I'm just gonna open my VS Code editor. In my subtotal.js file, line number 22, it is saying me the basket is not defined. Yes guys, so we are getting this error because we have not yet imported our use state value over here. So let me just import it from my state provider. Import use state value from state provider. Great. After doing that, even I'm gonna import my get basket total method from a reducer.js, so I'll be able to get the total of our basket. Great. After importing the useState value from your stateProvider.js file and importing the getBasketTotal from this reducer.js file, now we can just able to get our basket. So just create a const, have a square brackets, curly braces with the basket as a parameter in it and user as a parameter in it, and we will be even using the dispatch over here. If you would like to, you can. If you don't want, you can just remove it. It totally depends on you, but for the sake of the tutorial video, I will be using the dispatch and the use state value method. Great. And I'm just going to create a total variable for getting my basket total, which is going to take basket as the parameter in this function. And now let me just save it. That's it. We are all set. And now if I open my project, we can see that we are having this input being displayed over here. That means our subtotal component is being rendered in our checkout page. Great. So let's come back to our VS Code editor and let's start working after our checkbox. So after my React fragment ends and my currency format tag ends, I'm going to be having this decimal value displayed over here. Decimal scale, that is going to be 2. Only 2 decimal points should be displayed in my price. And now I'm just going to set my value. Value is going to be set up to get basket total method, in which I'm just going to pass basket as a parameter. And then the display type is going to be as text. After that, we are going to be having this 1000 separator, that is going to be true. Then we are going to be having a prefix as a US dollars. Great. we are all set. So let me save it, and now let me just come to my Google Chrome, and this is how it is being displayed. So now we need to style our subtotal component. So for styling it, we will be opening our subtotal.css file. So just open it out. And now we are going to be writing some code for making our subtotal component look good. So the first thing is that we are going to select our subtotal. And after selecting it, we're just going to display it as flex. Flex direction is going to be column. And the justify content is going to be space between. The width is going to be 300 pixels. Height is going to be 100 pixels, and padding from all sides I'm going to provide is going to be 20 pixels. After that, I will be changing the background color to the hex value of hashtag F3 F3 F3, and the border is going to be 1 pixel solid hashtag DDD DDD 6 times D, and the border radius is going to be changed to 3 pixels from all of the sides. And now I'm gonna select my subtotal gift container. I'm gonna say to display it as flex and align the items in center. Now I'm gonna select the input inside my subtotal gift. For it, I'm just gonna provide a margin from right hand side. That is going to be 5 pixels. And now we are just gonna select our subtotal button. Which is going to be having a background of hashtag FO C1 4B. Great. So we are getting some error over here while writing this hex value. We have defined the background over here, which is having this hex value of hashtag FO. No guys, it's not FO, it's F0C. Sorry, my apologize. And then I'm just going to be having a border radius of 2 pixels, which is going to be 100%, so it will be responsive in all of the devices. Height is going to be 30 pixels. And now I'm going to provide it a border that is going to be 1 pixel solid. And I'm going to be adding some margin from top that is going to be for about 10 pixels. Let me change the border color. That is going to be hashtag A88734. We are going to be having the 3 hex values over here. Second hex value is going to be 9C7E31. And the third and the last hex value is going to be hashtag 846A29. Great. And now I'm just going to be adding a text color that is going to be black. Hashtag 111. Great. Now let me save it. And if I just come to my React app over here, we can see it is being displaying us like this, the title, the text with the input, but now our button is not being displayed because we have not yet created our button. So after this, I will be creating a button. I would like to name it as checkout in simple words, or pay with card. Oh great. Let me just come to my React app, and boom guys, as you can see, it looks really amazing. So let's see whether the functionality is working or not for the total price of our items which is added in our checkout page. So let's check it out. Let me come to my home page. Alright, and let me add this PlayStation 5. 2 times. Great. So now the price of this is $169 for one PlayStation 5. And now we have added two of the PlayStation 5s in our basket. And if I just come to my checkout page by clicking on this basket icon, it's showing me the total amount of this two PlayStation 5. 169 plus 169 is equals to $339, and it is even showing us that how many items are there in our basket. There are total 2 items, and for the 2 items total is $339, and this is our checkbox. That makes our Amazon clone looks good, but it's not going to do anything now, but it makes our Amazon clone look like a professional and a real Amazon clone, and that is really amazing. So those who have not yet understand what was happening in our subtotal.js for rendering this functionality, don't worry about it. I will explain you from scratch now. Then only we are just gonna be working with the payment functionality. We will clear every single errors that you're having in your code live. And after the stream ends and you're creating, and if you're watching my video, if you're getting any kind of an errors, just connect with me in my Discord. Message me, I will reply you in 5 minutes. Really guys, I will reply you as fast as possible. And we will sit together and we'll fix the error that you're gonna be getting in your Amazon clone or any of other programming projects. Great. So now, let me just come to my VS Code editor. And the first thing that we have done over here is that come to the reducer.js file. Create a variable named as getBasketTotal. It's going to take a callback function in it, which is taking a parameter of basket that will be passing from our subtotal.js. So don't worry about it, what is happening. I will explain you. I'm selecting my basket. Using the reduce method, I'm passing it amount and item. I'm selecting the item's price and adding it with the amount of the items which is added in my checkout basket. Great. Then we come to the subtotal.js file where we'll be displaying the total amount of product's price. Great. So what we are doing over here is that the first thing that you need to do over here is that you need to install the React currency format package in your React project. That will be helping us to get the total amount of product in our dollars. Then we are importing this use state value from our state provider that will help us to get the product's prices details. Am I right guys? Yes, because it is stored in our data layer, and our data layer, we can get our data layer by using this use state value hook. Great. Then we're importing the getBasketTotal that we have created now in our reducer.js file that will help us to get the total amount price of our items which is added in our basket. Great. Then I'm just rendering it over here. As I explained you in so many times that this is how we render our use state value, so we will be able to get the data from our data layer. Then we have created this total variable in which I'm getting my getBasketTotal method, so it will be really easy to use in my whole code other than rendering this getBasketTotal method every single time. And I'm passing it a value of basket that we are getting from our data layer. I'm passing it to my getBasketTotal, and in my reducer I'm just getting that basket and displaying the total amount of it. Right? Yes. Then create a simple div which is going to be having a class name of subtotal. Then inside that you need to render your currency format. It's going to be really simple. Just focus over here. Then I am rendering a text. Okay, it's simple, but inside that I'm having a component that is returning this React fragment. It's taking a parameter as a value in it. Then inside these React fragments, I'm having this paragraph tag in which I'm displaying the length of the items which is added in my basket. Alright, and in this strong tag, I would like to display the total value. Okay, so from where we are getting this value, don't worry about it at all. Then we're having this small tag. In this small tag, I'm simply displaying an input for my checkbox and a paragraph that means this order contains a gift. Great. Then we are setting some values over here. How many decimal scale we need? 2. Then the value this that we are rendering and displaying in our total amount in our strong tag, the value is set up to our get basket total method, in which I'm passing a parameter of basket. This is how we will be getting the total amount of total price of the items that we have added in our checkout page. Great. And the display type for our price is going to be text. 1000 separator is going to be true, and the prefix is our country is going to be dollars. And after that we are displaying a simple button that is going to be pay with card. That is going to be our next project, in which we will be working with the payment functionality. Great. So I will explain you now. You're all set. And what's happening now, after doing this subtotal.js file completely, we are entering this component in our checkout.js file inside this div that is having a class name of checkout underscore right. Great. And now if I open my React app, we can see this is how our Amazon clone looks like. I'm just gonna close my inspector over here and show you how it looks in whole width. Guys, that looks really amazing. So let's test it once again. What I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to come to my checkout page and remove these items from basket. As you can see, when I removed it, automatically without reloading the page, there are only one items in our basket and the price is $169.99. If I just remove all of them, there are going to be 0 items with $0. Great. So let me just come over here and add a simple item that will be easily to calculate. So I will be choosing this $12 t-shirt. Let me add this 3 times. When I come to my checkout page, the total for this t-shirt is $36. 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36. The price is for this total products that is there inside our checkout page is $36. Great. So yes guys, we are all set with our subtotal functionality, and now we are going to be working with our payment functionality that will be done with the help of the Stripe payment. Yes guys, I'm right. So if till now you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. So we will be right back after 5 minutes. Then we will start creating our Stripe checkout method. Till the time you check out this code, see what I have explained to you, whether you have understood or not. If you have not, just leave a comment down below or just text me in my Discord channel. Great. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So now we are going to work with the Stripe functionality. So before working with the Stripe functionality, the thing that we're going to do over here is that we're going to set up our Stripe account. So now what you need to do is you need to come to the Google Chrome, and after coming to the Google Chrome, open a new tab and search for the stripe.com. That's the Stripe's official website in which we are going to create our account. If you have created your account, you can just sign in with your created account. So just come to stripe.com. The link will be provided in the description below. So it will be really easy for you all guys to access all the links that I will be using or I am using in this Amazon clone tutorial video. Yes guys, and if you're having any queries related to the payment functionality or anything in my YouTube channel, YouTube videos, and any programming issues you're having, or if you're facing it, just connect with me in my Discord channel. I will reply you as soon as possible. I'm repeating this thing again and again. I will reply you. Great. So here's the Stripe's official website, and as you can see, the Stripe website design looks really amazing. The UI and UX design is totally amazing and beautiful. It interacts the user to use their website. That's the amazing thing in this website. So I have already created my account, so I'm just going to click on the sign in button to sign into my registration account that I have created. If you haven't created, you can just create your account. So let me enter the details. And now let me enter my password. Great, and click on continue to sign into your account. It's asking me to save my password, but I'm click on never because I will not like to save my password because it's just for a tutorial purpose email address, and I just click on I'm not a robot. That's just for verification. Great. After signing into your account, you will be redirected to the Stripe's dashboard. If you are facing some issues in the stream, just live chat, because my OBS studio is being laggy for some reasons. I literally don't know. My before streams, my past streams like the Amazon clones part 1 and part 2 was streamed in the Streamlabs OBS, but I am streaming this part 3 Amazon clones stream in OBS studio. So I'm facing some of the issues in Streamlabs, so I have just switched to the OBS studio. So just comment down below how's the quality. Great. And if you're seeing some issues, just live chat. Great. So after coming to Stripe, okay, after logging into your Stripe account, now you're inside your Stripe's dashboard. Now what you need to do over here is that you need to click on this developers, which you can see over here. Just click on this developers and you will be redirected to the integration, and here is the APIs keys on the left hand side tabs that we will be using all throughout this Stripe course. So we will be using the publishable key and the secret key. Great. So let's start working with our code. So now I'm just gonna switch back to my VS Code editor. So I'm just gonna close all of these files which is opened over here and collapse all of my folder structure. So it will be really easy for you all guys to see what I'm gonna do, and it will be really easy to see which files we are going to be working with for adding the Stripe functionality. It's going to be really great and amazing. Alright, so the first file that we are going to work with is going to be our subtotal.js, which is located in components folder. Just open this subtotal.js file. Yes guys, then we're going to be working with the Stripe backend. But with our front end, you need to open the subtotal.js file in which we are displaying the total amount of products price with the pay with card button. Am I right? Yes, so we are going to be installing some of the packages, so don't worry about it at all. The packages link will be provided in the description below. You can directly access them and install it. How will it be provided? How you will be using the packages? I will write in the description, just copy and paste in the npm.js search bar, and then you can directly install it. Great. So now we are going to be importing the Axios, React Toastify, and the Stripe checkout. So we need to install these three packages. One is going to be the Stripe checkout package, second one is going to be the Axios package, and the third and the most important one is going to be the React Toastify package. As in my part 1 stream, I said you that we will be adding some unique features that is not there in any of the e-commerce website. Yes guys, we will be having the animated alert that will disappear after 5 seconds. If you want to keep it, you can just hover on them and the progress bar will be stopped and the alert will be there till the time you are hovering it, and when you just move your cursor from the alert, it will disappear after the progress bar ends. Great. So step by step, let's start by installing our first package, that is going to be the Stripe checkout package. So come to the Google Chrome. After coming to the Google Chrome, just come to the npm.js website and search for the first package, that is going to be the React Stripe checkout. Just search for the package, and as you can see on the second, we are having this React Stripe checkout package. Just click on that and install it. So how you will be installing it? If you're installing any packages from this npm.js website, you will be getting the whole documentation below. And the simple way to install it is just click on this button over here and the code for the installation will be copied. Just come to your terminal window and paste it out here. So I'm using the item, so I'll come to my terminal window and now I'm just gonna press Command plus V to paste my code. Great. And just press enter. What it's going to do over here is that it's going to install the React Stripe checkout package in your React project, and then you will be able to use it in your React app. Great. So as you can see, it took only 2 to maybe 1 minute to install the package, or even not 1 minute, even 10 seconds. Yes guys, it totally depends on your internet connection. So let's install our second package, that is going to be the Axios. Just come to the npm.js website again and again, search for the package over here, that is going to be the Axios package. Just search for it, and as you can see, the exact match will be shown in the first. Great. And you need to just copy this command, come back to your terminal window and paste this command, and then just press enter. What it's going to do over here is that it's going to install the Axios package in your React app. Now after successfully installing our second package, let's install our React Toastify package. So I will show you what does this package do. So just search for React Toastify. As you can see on the first, the React notification made easy its description. So when you come over here, when you scroll down, as you can see, there are different alerts that shows over here. You can use any of the alert you would like to. So this is the package that we'll be using for displaying the successful payment alert. If you're having some error, we'll display the error alert, warning alert, anything you would like to display. The code will be provided in the description below of this React Toastify package. Just scroll down and you can just go to its documentation and you can access it. As you can see, the code is being displayed over here, how to use this package. That is really simple. So for installing this package, you need to do the same thing. Just click on this button, copy your code, come to your terminal window and paste it over here. That's it. It's gonna install this React Toastify a package in your React project. Great. My apologies. Awesome. So now we have successfully installed all of the packages that we need all throughout this front end of our Subtotal Stripe functionality. We are all set. Now we can just open our Visual Studio Code editor. Great. And just scroll to the top and add these import statements that I'm going to be adding over here. So first import statement is that you need to import the use navigate from React router DOM that we will be using to navigate the user. The second package we are going to import Stripe checkout. That will be imported from React Stripe checkout. And the third package is going to be the Axios package. We are going to import this Axios package from our Axios package that we have installed. And the fourth and the last one is going to be the importing the React Toastify. So we are going to be having the two import statements to use the React Toastify notification. One is going to be its CSS file and the second one is going to be the React Toastify. So first let's import our React Toastify CSS file. Inside the dist folder, we are having this React Toastify.css file. Great. And the fifth import statement is going to be the import the toast from React Toastify. Awesome. So after completing the import statement, we would like to use our toast. That means our Toastify notifications. So for using it, I'm just gonna select my toast dot. I'm just gonna configure it out. That's it. This is how you use the React notifications in your project. Great. So now we will be able to use the use navigation from React Router DOM. We would like to create a variable named as navigate. That equals to, we will be using the use navigate method over here. So it will be really easy to use this use navigate method by simply calling our navigation variable. Great, we are all set. So now we're going to be working with our Stripe checkout. So where am I displaying my button over here? That is going to be pay with card. Other than displaying this pay with card button, I would like to display the official Stripe pay with card button that the Stripe developers provide us. So I'm just gonna remove this button that is pay with card. Let me just select all of the line of code from here and then just press the backspace to clear it. Now what I'm going to do over here is that I have imported the Stripe checkout from the React Stripe package. So I'll be using it over here. Stripe checkout. Great. And it's going to take some of the key and the values in it. First one is going to be the Stripe key, in which we are going to be adding our Stripe publishable key that I have shown you when we have created our account and we have redirected in our Stripe's dashboard page. The first one is going to be entering the Stripe key. The second one is going to be the token. In token, I'm going to call a function that is going to be handling our token, and the function is not yet created, so I will be creating it as soon as possible. And now we need to enter the total amount that I need to charge from the user. So I'm going to be having this amount key, which is going to take a value of total in it. Great. Now let me enter the Stripe key over here. So for that, just open your Chrome browser, come to the Stripe official website, click on this publishable key. It will be copied. Come back to the VS Code editor and paste it between these double quotes. And that's it. You have successfully connected with your Stripe account. Now we need to call this function that is handle token. If I'm not calling it and if I'm opening my React app, it should display me a big fat error that is saying the handle token is not defined. But we are even getting some more errors that is saying the can't resolve the React Toastify because the import name is wrong. Great. So for fixing the both issues, the first issue is going to be from this React Toastify here. Great. The first issue is fixed. Now the second issue is handling token function is not created. So now I need to create this function. So I'll be creating this function after my get basket total variable. So I'll be adding some space so it will be really easy for you all guys to see what I'm doing over here easily. Great. Yeah. So create a asynchronous function. Name it as handle token which is going to take a parameter in it that is going to be the token. Great, you're all set. That's it. Now if you come and open your React app, you're not gonna see any kind of an error, but now you are seeing the pay with card button, which is not having the same styling that I have provided in CSS. That doesn't bother us. Great, we are having this pay with card with the blue background that Stripe developers provide us. And now if I just click on this pay with card, it's gonna open us a Stripe checkout payment alert box, as you can see over here. If I don't need it, I'm just going to click on this cross icon, it will disappear. If it is not being disappeared, just click outside, but it is disappeared when you have clicked on the cross icon. Great. So now let's handle our token. So it's going to be really great and amazing that we're going to be working with. Also, so just open your VS Code editor, and if you're not understanding it, don't worry about it. I will explain you after writing the code. So in this function, we are going to create a variable named as response that equals to, I'll be using the await function over here that is going to be using the await axios.post method in it. In this, we are going to be entering a URL that is going to be the http column // localhost column 8080 / checkout page. And then we're going to be having a comma with this beautiful curly braces, which is going to take two values in it. One is going to be the token value and the second one is going to be the total value. Great. After that, we're going to be having a status variable created over here. So create a const with a status variable that equals to response data. Great. So yes guys, a small notice is that just follow what I'm doing. Just follow with me. Just write the code together with me in live stream. If you have not yet joined the live stream, you can just see the video after the live stream ends. Great. And then you can just write whole of the code what I am doing, and after writing the code, if it works, that's great. If it is not working, if you're not understanding what I have done, don't worry about it at all. After successfully finishing our Stripe payment functionality, I will explain you again in full depth each line of code. So don't worry about it at all. So after that, we are going to be using the if else statement. We are going to say if my status is triple equals to success, I'm just going to execute this code in which I would like to show a toastifier alert, right? So toast, then we are going to be having this beautiful parenthesis in which I would like to enter the text that I would like to display in my alert. Product purchased. Great. And then I'm going to be having this beautiful curly braces in which I would like to provide the type of my alert, whether it is success, background color, or an error. So type is going to be success, so it's going to display us in green color. Yes guys, that's it for our if statement. And now let's work with our else statement, in which we're going to be having this toast alert, and in this I would like to display error, something went wrong, comma, a curly braces, and the type is going to be error. So it is gonna display us the red background color in our toastifier alert. And that's it, you're all set guys. Let me save it and let me come to my Chrome. Yes guys, we are all set with our front end, but how we will receive the payment in our Stripe account? So for doing that, we are going to be working with the Stripe backend. So don't worry about it, everything will be explained to you. If you are thinking that, oh my god, backend, so don't worry about it, it's going to be really simple in React.js. So just open your VS Code editor and collapse all of your files that you have created. And now you need to create a new folder outside of your root directory, name it as Stripe backend. In this folder, you are going to be having all of the files located that we will be using for working with our Stripe backend. So after creating the directory, come to your item and select your Stripe backend folder. Great, we are in it. Let me just clear my terminal. Now what I'm going to do over here is that you need to run this command npm init. What is this command gonna do? Hello. Alright guys, so I was having some error issues in my OBS studio. Can you hear my voice now? If you can, just comment down below. Great. So awesome. Let me check out whether my screen is being recorded or not. Alright guys, my screen is being recorded. Great. So inside your Stripe backend root directory, you need to run this command that is gonna be npm init. After running this command, it's gonna be asking your package name. It is Stripe backend. Yes, just press enter. Version is 1.0.0. Yes. Description, I'm just gonna keep it empty, so press enter, 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 enter. And now who's the author of this directory? Of course, it's me, easy to code. Just enter your name and press enter. It is asking for the license. Just press enter and that's it. Is it okay? Yes. Just press enter and that's it. You are all set. So now after running this npm init command in your terminal, you can just open your Stripe backend folder. When you do open it, you can see there's one file installed in the Stripe backend folder that is named as package.json file that we are going to be working with. So after doing that, we are going to be installing the npm install command for installing all of the node modules in the Stripe backend folder also. So for doing that, come to the item terminal window. Great. And then you need to run this command in the Stripe backend folder that is going to be the npm install. It's going to be installing all of the node modules that you need. So as you can see, it is installed and the package is added. Great. That is the package-lock.json file. Amazing, you're all set now. Now let me just open my VS Code editor. So now what we are going to do over here is that we are going to be working with our package.json file, the first thing that we are going to do. So inside your Stripe backend, open your package.json file, and even we are going to be installing the sum of the packages in this Stripe backend folder also. So just open your Google Chrome, and the first package that we will be installing over here is going to be the Course, Express, NodeMon, Stripe, and UUID. So let's start it from scratch. So other than opening all of these packages, searching it in our search bar in our npm.js, don't do that, don't waste your time. So in the case of creating a tutorial video, I will not do it again and again. You can just search for the package like course, you'll be getting the installation command. But I have done it so many times, so I just do remember it. So I'm gonna open my terminal window, and I would like to install course first. So I'm gonna run this npm I course. It's gonna install the course in my Stripe backend folder. Great. And the second package is going to be installing the Express. npm install the Express. The link will be provided in the description below for all of the packages that I will be using in this video. Yes guys, so don't worry about it at all. Third package is going to be the NodeMon. So need to run the npm install NodeMon. Great. It's gonna not take much time. It totally depends on your internet connection, as I said you so many times. If your internet connection is slow, it will take 5 minutes. If it is so much slow, it's gonna take 10 to 20 minutes. Yes guys. Great. And even it depends on the package size. Awesome. The fourth package is going to be the Stripe package. So npm install Stripe. After doing that, we need to install the UUID. So npm install UUID. Great. Just do that. After installing that, you're all set. Now you need to open your Visual Studio Code editor. So here's my VS Code editor, and now as you can see, these are the dependencies and the packages that are installed over here. Now you need to add a comma in this package.json file and add this dev dependencies. Great. In which you need to install NodeMon. And you need to enter the version of it. That is 2.0.15. Am I right guys? But I'm gonna be entering the 1.18.4. It totally depends on you, whatever you would like to add. You can even add the latest version that you have installed, but I'm just gonna be adding the bit older one. Then I'm going to be adding the keywords, and the keywords is going to be set up as an empty array. Let me just save it out. Then in the scripts key, you can see there's a test command over here. I'm just going to change this test command to start, and I'm just going to change all of this line of code. I'm just going to remove it, and I'm just going to say NodeMon source / index.js file, run it in a localhost 8080 port number. Great. And now let me save this package.json file. Awesome guys, we are all set. Now the most important and fun part comes over here, working with the real backend. So for doing that, come to your Stripe backend and create a new file, name it as index.js file. So inside my Stripe backend, right click, create a new file, name it as index.js file, because it's going to be our backend's root directory. Great. And now just import all of these packages that you have installed, like course package, Express, Stripe, and UUID. So first we are going to be importing the course. Just create a simple variable named as course that equals to require course. Second is going to be Express. Third package is going to be the Stripe package. After requiring the Stripe package, we are going to be having one more parenthesis and double quotes. In this, we are going to be entering our secret key, our Stripe's secret key that was generated when we have created our Stripe account. Then fourth one is going to be the version number 4 for UUID v4. That's going to require UUID. Awesome, great guys, we are all set. So what we will be entering in this empty double quotes, that's going to be our Stripe's secret key. Just come to your Google Chrome, come to your Stripe website, and this is the secret key. Just reveal this test key, and what you need to do over here is that just click on it, it will be copied. Come to your VS Code editor and paste it over here. A small notice is that don't share your Stripe secret key with any of your users or any of your friends, or in your tutorial videos if you are a content creator. I am sharing it because for a tutorial purpose, but when my tutorial will be finished, I will just delete my Stripe account. So be sure with it. Great, otherwise anyone can access your Stripe account by copying your secret key. Because that's only the main thing that the backend works with, the secret key. After that, we are going to be having this variable named as an app, in which I'm going to call my express method. So why am I storing this express method in this app variable, as I've seen used so many times? I have shown you so many times that if you need to use any kind of a method or a function easily in all of your code, other than calling that same method again and again, you can just store that method in a variable. So I am storing this express method in the app variable, so it will be really easy for me to use. For an example, now I will be using the app.use method that will be coming from the express method. So I can just directly call my variable and use this use method in it. And I'm going to select my express and convert into a JSON format. Great. And the second one is going to be app.use course method. Great. It's that simple. Then we're going to select our app and we're going to be using the get method over here, in which we're going to pass the /, that means the default URL, and a callback function which is going to take two parameters in it. One is going to be the request, second one is going to be the response. Great. And then I'm going to select my response and send this, that add your Stripe key. Great. Add your secret Stripe key to the .require Stripe. Great. And now I can end it with a semicolon. Great. After that, we are going to be having our app.post method. In this post method, we are going to be using the / checkout page URL. Comma, we are going to be using the asynchronous in it. So comma async, which is going to be using the callback function in it, which is going to take two parameters. One is going to be request and the second one is going to be the response. And it's going to console.log the request, and the request is the request.body. Sorry, my apologize, this column should not be coming after the double quotes, it should be inside the double quotes. Great, my apologize. After that, now the main works start. Now we are going to create a two variable over here. One is going to be the error variable, it's going to be empty, which is going to store the error alerts in it. Second one is going to be the status one. Great. So now I have created these two empty variables. One is error and the second one is status. And now we are going to be having this try and catch method over here. In catch is going to take a parameter in it that is going to be error. Awesome. So first let's start by trying our code. If it is correct, then we are just going to execute this try code. If it is not correct, then we are just going to execute the catch code. Great. So now over here, I'm going to create a variable of const, which is going to take total in it, and token in it that equals to request.body. Awesome. Now let me create a variable for customer that equals to, I will be using this await.stripe.customers.create. What it's going to do over here is that it's going to create a customer for us that we're going to charge with. The customer's email is going to be the tokens.email address, and the second one is going to be the source, that's going to be token.id. Great. Now after that we are just going to be ending it with a semicolon, and let me scroll it down so it will be really easy for you all guys to see what is happening. And we are getting an error because we should not add this dot over here. It's going to be await a separate word. Okay, after our customer variable we are going to be having a variable name as idem potency key that is going to be equals to uuid v4 method. Simple. Then we're going to be having another variable that is going to be charged that we'll be using for charging the user using the await stripe.charges.create. And what I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to enter the amount that is going to be total amount that will be multiplied by 100, depends on your country's currency. Great. You can just even search it in Google. So I'm using the US dollars, so I'll just gonna multiply it by 100, comma, the currency is going to be USD dollars. And then we're going to be having the customer is going to be having the customer ID. Great. After that we're going to be having a receipt email that is going to be the token dot email address. And then we are going to be having the product description that is going to be purchased the product. Awesome. Just add a comma, and after this curly braces you need to even add a comma. Then we are going to call our idem potency key. So then call our idem potency key. Great. Just call it out over here. That's just going to access our uuid4, and then I'm just going to console.log the charges that I have charged from the user. And the status, I'm just going to change it to success. That means the payment is successfully completed. Great, we are all set. Now we are going to be having the catch. If we are getting some error, we are just going to execute this catch error function. In this, I'm just going to console.error method I'm going to be using over here, execute this error code in which I would like to display the error that we got. Great. And the status, I'm just going to change the status to failure, so we'll be getting the alert in the red background color. Awesome. After doing all of these things, you need to select a response that you got from the user, and you need to convert it into a JSON format, so it will be really easy to display it in a front end. So error and a status. After that, we're going to listen our app in port number 8080, end it with a semicolon and save it. You are all set. So we are all set with our code, but it's not gonna yet work. Let's open our React project, open our React app, refresh it once again. We should not get any kind of an error. If we're not getting any error in our front end, that means we are all set. So let's test our real backend. So for testing our real backend, we need to start our backend folder that we have created in our port number 8080 by running the npm start command in it also. So just open your item in which you have selected your Stripe backend root directory and run this npm start command. Let's see whether we get any kind of an error or not. Cross your fingers. 1, 2, 3. And it's saying me that the node starting node source localhost 8080 index.js in a green color. That means there's no error yet occurred. So let's test our payment functionality. So for testing it, before what I'm going to do over here is that I'm just going to come to this stripe.com and click on this payments, in which I would like to see all of the payments that is successfully done over here. So the before one was on 26 February with $394. Remember it because I have tested my Amazon clone Stripe payment functionality before creating this live stream. Am I right, guys? Yes. So just remember it to check whether it is working fine or not for your sake. So now I'm just gonna come to my React app. I'm just gonna reload it in my home page freshly. Let me refresh it, and now I'm just gonna open my inspector. So let me just right click over here, click on inspect to open your inspector, and click on the console over here. So my heartbeat is growing guys, because this is the most important thing that every user should know, the payment functionality. Great. So I'm just gonna make my console a larger. Just ignore this warning, that is just for a key warning, so just ignore it. Alright, so now let me add some products in my basket. I'm going to be adding my Funko Pocket t-shirt, Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max, and a Alienware gaming laptop with PS5. There are 4 items added in my basket. When I just come over here, it is showing me a warning that you're using the legacy version of Stripe checkout that was updated in 2019. If you want to use the latest version, you can install it. But in the npm.js, we are having the older version only. It is not yet updated. So that's why we are getting this warning. So you can just ignore it. But your functionality is going to work fine. So now the total amount of these products are $1,310. Am I right, guys? Yes. So now the time comes to cross your fingers. Great. Cross your fingers and click on this pay with card button. When you do click on it, it's going to be asking some of the information for you. The first one is going to be your email address. Just enter your email address over here. Great. And enter your card number. So for testing it, you can enter a default card number that is going to be 424242 and 42. Enter the expiry date that is going to be on 3rd month 2022. CVC number is going to be for 3 numbers. You can enter any numbers you like. Alright, just click on this pay $13.10. You will be thinking, why it is displaying me $13.10? Because it's gonna display only 2 decimal numbers. So it is 13,010. That means 1310, $1,310. So don't be confused in it. Great. Just click on this button. Let's see. Click on no thanks. The code is executed, and boom, guys, we got a beautiful alert that is saying success, product is purchased. So when I do hover on this Toastify notification alert, it just stops. If you're having a cross icon also over here, when you click on that, the alert will be disappeared. When I just remove my cursor from the notification, it's just gonna run the progress bar again, and it will disappear automatically, as you can see over here. When I just remove it, the progress bar is gonna end and the alert disappears. That's great. So let's see whether the amount that the user have purchased, do it came to my bank account or not. So let me come to my Stripe payments, and now let me just click on this reload button. Let me refresh it, and let's see what happens. Boom, guys, we got $1,300 successful product that was purchased from the customer's email address is also being displayed over here. That means our Stripe checkout functionality is working fine. If you like that, just subscribe my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for your sake if you need to get more amazing tutorial videos and if you need to see it first. Amazing, great. So now as you can see over here, this product was purchased. I got this many amount in my Stripe Gmail registration account that I have created, and the customer was the senior developer 786@gmail.com. That means the amount was succeeded. You can just click on this customers and you can see the customers that paid the purchased the product from your website. As you can see, on 28th February 12:25 is the time from this payment method was used by card number and the user's email address. That's great. When you just click on that, you're just gonna get all of the details of the product that the user have purchased from your website. As you can see over here, the amount is $1,310. The related guest amount over here, you can see the payment method, everything you can see it over here, and you can even see the user's credit balance. Awesome, you are all set with this Stripe payment functionality. If you like that, if you understood it, that means you're going in a good track, guys. You are in a correct track. Amazing, that was really amazing. Live streams for creating the full stack working Amazon clone. It was amazing. So the source code will be provided in my GitHub repository. It will be updated. The link will be provided in the description below. You can access it and you can see what I have done in my code. It is really easy to understand, so it will be really easy for you to even edit or make some changes in the code, stylings or anything you would like to. Great. So everything was really simple and amazing. Right? Am I right? Yes, guys. So that's it for creating the full working Amazon clone with React.js and Stripe. So if you like the video, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Yes, guys. How was the stream? Just comment down below. Great, and please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, guys, even I will explain you what's going to be my next stream content. Next stream content is going to be, I will be creating the full working Amazon clone app with React Native. Yes, guys, that's going to be the really an amazing content in YouTube. Yes, guys. So just hit the notification bell to get the notification first when I just do upload my video. Awesome. So that's it. If you're having any queries related to the Amazon clone, you can just comment down below. Yes, guys, at the start of my stream in my part 1, I said that we are going to be creating the search filter. So why am I not creating the search filter now? I'm not creating it because, guys, I'm rendering my products manually, but I will create a separate video on it, how to create a search filter that will be rendered from a JSON file. It will be coming by day after tomorrow. Great. Are you all guys excited? If you are, just comment down below. Awesome. So yes, guys, that's it for this live stream. Alright, so let me open my Google Chrome, open my React app, and that's it. I'm just gonna close my console and open my default page. Here's it, our Amazon clone, full working Amazon clone. So why the search filter is not added? Because I'm just rendering these products manually, but I'll create a separate video on it when I will be rendering it from JSON file, and it's going to be simple, not an Amazon clone, and I will explain you in depth. So it will be really easy for you all guys to see how the e-commerce search filter works. Amazing. Great. So yes, guys, that's it for this live stream, and I will see you in the next live stream. So till that time, take care, bye, and just listen the stream ending beautiful, amazing song. Peace.
chanter.